Morning, friends. Pastor Al. It's Monday, February 9th. Last week, I told you about this couple who passed away at my former church in Winchester, Ohio, Bob and Mary Carolyn. We were at their funeral service, celebration of their life on Friday. And, in the bittersweetness of both of them dying and losing family and losing parents for their two sons. And, all that was, part of the day. But interesting thing, after the service was over, one young lady came up to us and said, I recognize her. And I said to Cindy, that's Sarah. Well, Sarah was in our youth group. We served in Winchester 1992 to 1996. And she was the younger one of the kids that got into youth group while we were there. But she came over with tears in her eyes and she said, I think you were the pastor here when you set up prayer partners for us as youth. Well, Bob and Mary Carolyn were my prayer partners, she said. This would have been probably 1994. She said I was 12. And so through the years, they had this connection. I don't know how strong it was, but one thing she said, that she had given Bob a sun catcher, and he hung it on the mirror in his vehicle. And she said every time he got a different vehicle, he would put that in there. I mean, she was telling us this with tears in her eyes. And what occurred to me is, we touch people's lives and, we moved on, and I don't know what that connection was, but that connection was strong between them, a relationship that never left. So like 32 years later, this woman who's now probably about 44 just had this connection because of that act that happened back in the early 90s. So I say all this to say, we never know how you touch people when you minister, when you love on them, when you work with them. And, sometimes, down the road, you get to hear a word of what happened 32 years ago, and it just touches your heart. So as you live your life, be sure that you're speaking words of hope and encouragement and love to all people. Have a blessed day, my friends.